San Juan, one of the most walkable and historically rich cruise ports anywhere in the Caribbean. It isn't about beaches first, it's about forts, food, culture, architecture, and views that feel like stepping into another country. But here's the surprise. San Juan can be whatever kind of port day you want. A deep dive history walk, a food and rum adventure, or even a beach and rainforest escape just minutes away. Today we'll show you how to explore San Juan like a pro, from ancient walls to waterfront promenades to unforgettable old city charm.
Welcome to Dockside Travel. We are Melanie and Chris. We have been cruising for more than 20 years, and we create cruise port guides, ship tours, and share real cruise insights to help you explore with confidence. If you enjoy videos like this, please hit subscribe, and don't forget to like and comment because it really helps YouTube share our content with more cruisers.
Now, San Juan is one of the most culturally rich and historically impressive cruise destinations in the Caribbean, drawing visitors with old world architecture, Spanish forts, cuisine, music, and a waterfront that's almost made for wandering. This is a port where experience feels less about sitting on a beach and more about stepping into a living UNESCO heritage city, but with the option to add beaches and adventure if that's your style. Today we'll show you how San Juan works, what to expect when you arrive, and most importantly, how to explore Old San Juan without missing its best highlights. San Juan welcomes roughly 1.2 to 1.5 million cruise passengers per year, functioning both as a turnaround home port and a major port of call. That means you'll often see embarkation crowds, disembarking passengers, and port day explorers all moving through the city at once. When you walk off the ship, you're already in one of the most scenic urban port settings in the Caribbean. Oceanfront promenades, colorful colonial buildings, cobblestone streets, viewpoints toward El Morro and La Fortaleza, and immediate access to cafes, shops, and plazas. The terminal area itself is straightforward, custom-style exits, taxi ranks, and tour pickups. But the magic happens the moment you leave the pier and start walking. Within minutes, you'll notice historic city walls rising above you, cruise ships framed by colonial rooftops, locals commuting, vendors setting up, and cafes opening, and cruise guests naturally spreading out on foot. Your first impression is almost guaranteed to be, this doesn't feel like a cruise port, this feels like a real city. San Juan doesn't ease you in, it drops you directly into the experience. Old San Juan is a 500-year-old Spanish colonial city, built as a fortified stronghold to protect Spain's interests in the New World. This is not a recreated historic district, it's a living, working city that's evolved for centuries. You'll find narrow blue cobblestone streets, brightly painted buildings with iron balconies, shaded plazas and courtyards, street musicians and artists, museums, cafes and rum bars, and layers of history stacked on top of each other. The city is compact, walkable, and visually stunning, and because of that, it's one of the best ports in the Caribbean to explore independently without a tour. The undisputed icon of San Juan is Castillo San Felipe del Morro, or simply El Morro. This massive fortress guards the entrance to San Juan Bay and has done so for more than 400 years. Built by Spain beginning in the 1500s, El Morro was designed to protect the island from pirates and privateers, rival European powers, naval invasions, and later, modern warfare. As you approach, the scale becomes immediately clear. Thick stone walls, layered battlements, and sheer drops into the Atlantic below. Inside, visitors can explore multiple levels of ramparts, walk through historic tunnels and passageways, look out through cannon enclosures, stand on lookout points where guards once scanned the horizon. And this is where your footage really shines. The views are wide, dramatic, and uninterrupted. You're standing where centuries of defenders watch the open sea, waiting for enemy sails to appear on the horizon. It's one of the most cinematic locations in the entire Caribbean. There are a couple of ways to reach El Morro. Option 1 is through the city. This route takes you uphill through Old San Juan streets. You'll pass shops, plazas, cafes, and historic buildings before emerging onto the massive, grassy esplanade in front of the fort. It's lively, cultural, and great for shopping and food stops along the way. Option number 2 is the waterfront promenade. This is the route many cruisers fall in love with. The path hugs the old city walls with the Atlantic on one side and towering fortifications on the other. Along the way, you'll see ocean waves crashing below, sculptures and art installations, joggers, families, and fellow cruisers. Long stretches of defensive walls are always going to be rising above you. It's mostly flat, scenic, breezy, and peaceful, until the final climb straight up into El Morro itself. This walk alone is worth the port stop. Just inland from El Morro sits Castillo San Cristobal, the largest fortification built by Spain in the Americas. Unlike El Morro, which protects the harbor, San Cristobal was designed to defend against land attacks. It's bigger, more complex, and often far less crowded. And here's the key detail many cruisers miss. One ticket gets you into both forts. If you have time, doing both gives you more tunnels and interior spaces, sweeping city views instead of ocean views, deeper military history exhibits, and a better sense of how the city was defended. For history lovers, this pairing elevates San Juan from a nice port to a standout one. San Juan isn't famous for walk-off-the-pier beaches, but they are absolutely reachable. Popular options include Condado Beach, which is lively, urban, and close to the hotels; Isla Verde, wide, sandy, and popular with locals; Escambron Beach, calm water, snorkeling near Old San Juan. These beaches are typically reached by taxi, a ride share, or some organized excursion. They're ideal if you want to balance some history in the morning with a beach in the afternoon. San Juan offers some of the most diverse excursion options in the Caribbean. Based on demand and reviews, top experiences include catamaran day sails, which are relaxed sailing, snorkeling, and coastal views right at your fingertips; El Yunque rainforest and water slides, which have waterfalls, jungle scenery, and cooler mountain air. You can also find turtle snorkel tours, Old San Juan walking tours, Bacardi distillery tours, food tours, jet ski tours of San Juan Bay, and ATV adventures. This makes San Juan one of the few ports where you can choose between history, food, beaches, rainforest, or adrenaline, all in one day. San Juan is also a food and cocktail city. Cruiser-approved favorites include Barachina, which is often cited as the birthplace of the pina colada, Casa Cortez Choco Bar, which is chocolate cafe fusion, and a number of gastrobars, which have Puerto Rican cuisine in a courtyard. Old San Juan also offers artisan shops and street markets selling crafts, linens, paintings, wood carvings, handmade goods. This is one of the best Caribbean ports for finding unique, locally made souvenirs. At the time this video was made, both Canada and the United States categorized Puerto Rico, including San Juan, as a destination where travelers should exercise normal caution. For cruise visitors, here's the practical on-the-ground reality. The Old San Juan Cruise Zone, waterfront promenade, forts, and shopping areas are all heavily patrolled and generally feel safe, especially during the daytime. If you walk the waterfront path to El Morro, which many cruisers do, it's open, busy, and family-friendly, though securing valuables is always smart. If you venture into less tourist-oriented neighborhoods or nightlife areas, situational awareness matters more, particularly after dark. Use official taxis or rideshare services when traveling outside Old San Juan or returning to the ship late in the day. Most cruise visitors report feeling comfortable walking independently through Old San Juan, enjoying the city without a tour, or finding the area well-maintained, welcoming, and easy to navigate. Bottom line, San Juan is one of the Caribbean's easier ports to explore on your own. Just treat it like any vibrant city destination. Stay aware in crowds, keep personal items secure, and use taxis rather than wandering about in unfamiliar areas at night. If you only have 4 hours in port, walk around the waterfront promenade from the pier, visit El Morro, wander back through Old San Juan's streets and plazas, stop for a drink, snack, or coffee along the way. This plan highlights San Juan's walkability and delivers maximum atmosphere with minimal rushing. If you have around 6 hours, you can do El Morro, Castillo San Cristobal on the same ticket, and then you have some time to explore Old San Juan's shops, plazas, and historic streets. You can have lunch, dessert, or a rum stop before heading back. This gives you a deeper sense of the city's history without feeling compressed. If you have a full port day, you can do El Morro and San Cristobal, as well as extended Old San Juan exploring. There's a Bacardi distillery tour, catamaran sails, food tours, or beach time, whichever you prefer. There's also lots of sunset views or a relaxed return walk along the waterfront. San Juan rewards time. The more hours you give it, the more layers it reveals. When it comes to our Dockside port ratings, well, for walkability, ease to the town, it gets a 5 out of 5. It's one of the best walk-off ports in the Caribbean. The city begins right at the pier. A note though, if you're trying to get over towards El Morro or San Cristóbal, there is an uphill walk involved. For family friendly, we give it a 4 out of 5. The forts, the plazas, wide promenades, and open spaces make it very accessible and interesting to all members of the family. For culture and history, 5 out of 5. UNESCO-listed Old San Juan, preserved forts, and centuries of layered history make this one of the best stops in the whole Caribbean. For food and drinks, 5 out of 5. There's strong local cuisine, rum culture, cafes, and historic cocktail spots. For beaches, 2 out of 5. It's not a walk-off beach ports, and beaches do require taxis or excursions to get there. For safety and comfort, we give it a 4 out of 5. It's very comfortable for independent exploration with standard city awareness. Overall verdict, San Juan is one of the Caribbean's strongest cruise ports for travelers who enjoy walking, history, culture, and food, offering a rich experience without needing a formal excursion. And that's San Juan, a port where journey happens on foot, the stories are written in stone, and the views stretch from fortress walls to the open Atlantic. It's a destination that doesn't rush you, doesn't require a tour to enjoy, and doesn't feel manufactured for cruisers. It simply invites you to step off the ship and start exploring. If you liked this video, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps our channel grow. And drop us a comment below. Let us know, have you ever been to San Juan, and what was your favorite part? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next port.